Hi, guys, and good evening, creeps. Hi, guys and creeps. Okay, so guys and creeps, what I've been doing, I've been, waiting for the stuff. I got my little SD card. I got this from Amazon. I needed to use this to upload pictures. I got my package. The refrigerator repair guy came. He has to give me a new refrigerator. Gotta wait for him tomorrow afternoon. The Xfinity install is not gonna happen till the 29th. And okay, so I was in a live stream earlier today. I've been live streaming all day today. Okay, so what happened was this girl, I don't remember which girl asked me this, but she asked me, why did I move? Okay, so she asked me if I moved because of the thief that I was living with, and the answer is yes. Okay, so what happened was this girl, I was in a live stream, and this girl asked me something. She was like, "Why did you move? Is it because of the thief that you were living with?" And the answer is yes. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why I moved. As you can see, I'm in a new home. My refrigerator's broke. My washing machine is broke. A new refrigerator will be delivered here tomorrow. Washing machine and dryer, I don't know when they're coming because I actually have to purchase the washing machine and dryer out of my own funds. It doesn't come included. Somebody left the washing machine, but the thing floods. So the washing machine is broke, refrigerator broke. The flooding up under my sink is fixed. The Xfinity installation for my internet will be done on the 29th. And got a refrigerator tomorrow. I think I've already mentioned that a couple of times. I'm most upset about my refrigerator because I drink a lot. I drink not alcohol. I drink like drinks all day, and I've really been wanting a cold drink. I haven't had a cold drink for 3 days since I've been here. Since I've been moving and since I've been in this house, I haven't had a cold drink in 3 days. So I have no refrigerator. So I'm like, the worst thing that can happen to you when you move into a house is that you don't have a refrigerator because you don't have water to drink, cold water. I don't drink tap water, it's nasty. You don't have cold water, you don't have cold juice, you don't have pop, you don't have nothing cold to drink. So let me tell you something. Okay, so the girl in the live stream asked me, why did I move? Was it because of the thief? Okay, so yes, the reason why I moved from, okay, so for people that don't know me, I have an old YouTube channel. It's just a junky ass YouTube channel. I've been demonetized and I don't make money off of my videos anymore. So it's just an old YouTube channel that, I got long time subscribers that's been with me for 10 years that know me. So, most of the people that be rocking with me, they be knowing, they know me because I'm like a little YouTuber. I ain't no YouTuber with millions of subscribers. I got 15,700 subscribers or 15,500. I got about 15,000 subscribers, but most of my subscribers, they've been rocking with me for 10 years. They've been rocking with me for a long time. So most of my subscribers know me. Okay, most of the people that be on my channel, they be like, "Oh, I know you. So I've been watching you for 10 years. I've been watching you since 2008." I've been on YouTube for a long time, but the people that be fucking with me, they be fucking with me long term. So, if you don't know me and you just like somehow came across me, okay, so what been happening to me? Because if you ain't been fucking with me, then you don't know me. You don't know shit. Okay, so, but for the long time subscribers that know me, I lived in a trailer park. Okay, I'm a trailer park girl. I love trailer parks in rural country areas. Okay. I used to be a Miami girl, and I used to, be like on South Beach and Collins Avenue, and Brickell and Biscayne Boulevard. So I'm old school Miami. So when I was young, when I was a little kid, like in my 20s, I used to be like a South Beach girl. I used to be a Miami bitch. Okay, I used to be Miami down. Dade County, what's up, Dade County? Y'all be I used to fuck with Dade County. Dade County, Miami bitch. Okay. So that was when I was little, like 20 something. Okay, so I ain't like that no more. I like country areas, so I'm a trailer park bitch now. So I'm like, because Florida is either city, like hardcore city. When you in South Florida, you like hardcore city girl. But then when you be like in like Central Florida's country. So Florida got either country, hick, like alligator zones, gator towns. When you be in like the gator towns, then this trailer park and country. Okay, so I'm a gator girl. Right now. I'm a gator girl. I'm a trailer park gator girl. So where the alligators be at in the swamps and shit. So I be out in the swamps. Okay, right now I'm really dead. I'm dead in the swamps right now. I'm off a highway. I'm in the country, bitch. I love Florida swamplands. So right now I'm a swamp thing. Okay, so now I'm a swamp thing. Okay, so you could just call me the Florida swamp thing. Okay, cause I'm rocking with the Florida Gators now. Cause I've been rocking with Gators in the swamps. I've been rocking with the Gators in the swamps for 4 years now. So anyway, so what happened was I used to live in this trailer park, and it was near Gators. Okay, near the alligator swamps and lakes and stuff. Okay, so I was at that trailer park for 4 years, going on 5 years. Okay, so everybody knows me from my old trailer park. I used to have little outdoor parties at the trailer park. I used to have all this stuff at the trailer park. So it was a real happy home. But I was living with somebody at that trailer park. Okay, so when I was at the trailer park, I had a lot of ups and downs. Okay, I was at that trailer for 4 years, going on 5 years. I was damn near there for half a decade. So everybody know me from my old house. Okay, so it was just a trailer. Okay, it was a rundown trailer, but it was in this trailer park that I used to love, and everybody at that trailer park was like family to me. I had another daughter named Megan. I call her Megs, and her brother Sean. And then I was cool with her dad, Mr. Stevens. And then I have my old Mr. L. And then I had my gambling spot, and I was really happy. I was really super happy. I had some major ups and downs. I had major ups and downs at the house, but it was a happy fucking home. It when I look back at my pictures on my photo book, because sometimes I just be feeling like looking at my photo book and I'm gonna cry, because my photo book, it was, when I look at my own photo book, my www.theannoyatheist.com and www.ashlandkatieray.com. When I look at my photos from the years that I had at that trailer park, those pictures are so fun to me. When I look back at those pictures, I'd be like, wow, it was a fun life at that trailer park. Okay. But what was happening to me at the trailer park is that I was living with a family member, and me and that family member was fighting all the time. There was sheriff's office being called. There was always sheriffs and police at that. It's no police at that country zone. There's sheriffs. Okay, so they send deputies out to your house. So this bitch was always calling the police on me. And believe it or not, I got so many police reports, I'm not even looking at that shit. And honestly, it would say white female. And honestly, you know me as a black female, colored female. But honestly, the police, because when I be covered up and I be having my white wig on, it literally would say white female spotted walking down Crutchfield. I could tell you where I used to live now. And it was a white female spotted walking down Crutchfield wearing all black. A lot of times the bitch would call on me, like we would get into an argument, I'd leave the house. I walk down Chestnut and Crutchfield. That's the streets that you would be seeing me walk down. I'll be walking down Chestnut and Crutchfield. When I get off my street, I'll be walking down Chestnut, and then I turn the corner, and that's Crutchfield. So I got all those police reports that say white female spotted walking down Crutchfield wearing all black. Because a lot of times the motherfucking police would just ride past and just start laughing. A lot of times the police would look at me. Sometimes they would get out and question me and start laughing and drive off. The bitch will call the police on me constantly. I hate motherfucking police. I'm gonna just, they're deputies, but I'm gonna call them police. Just for the sake of the video. Just make it easy, police. I hate police officers. I feel like they're corrupt and I don't trust them. Cause they be lying on you when they, cause they got quotas, and if they gotta arrest somebody, it's gonna be your ass. Okay, so if some bitch is calling the police on you all the time, if they got a quota to fill, they just gonna fudge the evidence or whatever, and they could blame you for something that you really didn't do, or they could even say some stuff. And for people that was wondering about my witchcraft videos, there's my pentagram. Bitch, everybody kept asking me, oh, for a witchcraft video. Bitch, I just moved in. I can't get no witchcraft video up like that. I got my pentagram though. I found it, guys, because I was looking for my pentagram, and I did find my pentagram. So I got my pentagram rocking. Only bit of witchcraft in my little skull. I already showed you. Hey, glad you came back on live. Who is this? L. Hinkins. Hey, L. Hinkins. Okay, so anyway, if you can't see when I load this, you will not be able to see the chatters because it's going to have comment disabled. But while I'm live, I do have the chat open. The people been behaving themselves, so I've been having the chat open, and also I'm here by myself. So I said I do not want to talk to strangers on the internet, but I've been talking to strangers, and they actually been nice. So ain't nobody been getting out of pocket. Ain't nobody been fucking with me hard. Ain't been no haters. So maybe I'll give you guys another chance. It ain't been no haters. Ain't nobody been like that bitch that always be trolling me, whatever her name is. That bitch ain't been on here. That's been trolling me hard for 10 years. That bitch been her. I forget her screen name, but that is always that troll that will be coming in here fucking with me hard. But that bitch ain't been on here, so I ain't had to deal with her. I ain't had no trolls coming up in here. I ain't had no bitches just fucking with me. So everybody been nice and kind and polite, and everybody been talking. So maybe people done changed. I guess I'll give you guys a second chance. But so right now when I'm live, I be having people talking to me. So when I be responding, you can't, when you go to the chat, it's going to be disabled, because I always, after the chat is over, I disable everything. So you won't be able to see the chat. I'm sorry. So you won't be able to see the chat because I have to disable it. I'm not going to leave the comments open. They just on temporarily. And honestly, I don't know how to turn these things off while I'm on the chat. So that's the only reason why I've been talking. Okay. So anyway, okay. So what happened was, the reason why I moved out of the trailer home that I was in is because I was tired. I was tired. I was literally just tired. The reason why I couldn't take it no more. I can't stand no sheriff's office. I can't stand no police. I asked the bitch several times, please, bitch, stop calling the CPS on me. It was child custody. The bitch was battling me for my daughter. She was fighting with me. She was always calling and complaining to literally the Child Protective Services, which is the CPS. She was calling and complaining about me to CPS. She was calling the sheriff's office and complaining about me. If I went to Dollar Tree or Dollar General to spend money, she was calling the police and reporting me when I went shopping. It got to the point where I just can't fuck with her no more. I just can't. I can't fuck with her. She just, when I was growing up, the last thing that I would ever do is call the police on somebody. Like literally, like seriously, you got to really hate somebody to call the police on them. Because when they get locked up, it ain't no joke. It ain't no good thing to be locked up. And honestly, if I hated somebody really bad, if I hated somebody, I wouldn't even call the police on them. Like, I would never call the police on somebody. That's just something that you don't do. Like, seriously, when somebody get locked up, their life is ruined. You are literally trying to ruin somebody's life when you do that. Like, if you got an issue with somebody, try not to call the police on somebody. Try to work your issues out. But don't call the police on your family. And don't call the police on your friends. Don't call the police on no neighbors. Whatever you do, always keep the police out of everything in life. Okay, just stay away from them. They're not good. When you do something like that, that must mean that you hate somebody. So honestly, that's an enemy to me. If you call the police on me, you are at that point. I look at you as an enemy, because if you calling the police on me, that means that you want me to pay for lawyers. You causing financial damage. You also trying to take my freedom from me, which is harmful and horrible and horrific. If you get me locked up in the hospital, you trying to kill me. Because literally, don't ever call the police and lock somebody up in a hospital. Don't ever do that. If you love somebody, just don't ever do it. Because when somebody get locked up in a hospital, ain't no love in those places. Those are horror hellholes. Because what they gonna do? Somebody gonna try to kill them up in there. Literally, that you are trying to murder somebody on a low key. You will kill your friend. You will kill your family. Don't ever think, oh, I'm going to get you some help. Don't ever say that, because that's not helping somebody. You will cause them to lose their life. If somebody says suicide prevention, bitch, you going to send somebody to get murdered. The doctors in mental hospitals murder people. Seriously, I'm not joking with you. You will never know this, but seriously, they will murder your friends and your family. When they get in there, they look at that person like they're lower than a worm. They look at that person like they're just literally like a worm. Where you know what I mean, like a worm. When a worm, you know how a worm just kind of laying in the dirt, and a worm, don't really seem like they got much on their mind, and a worm just seems like they just crawl around in dirt and grass. Well, that's how they view a person in a bed. When they see somebody just laying in the bed, and then they stop showering and they stop cleaning, and they just basically be in their own filth in the bed, then what they gonna do to that person is they not gonna love that person. They gonna hate that person. They gonna hate on that person. They gonna try to murder them. And what they will do, they will try to give them some Seroquel, which is a sleeping pill, and they will give them like a lethal dose of almost 1,000 milligrams of a sleeping pill. When you give somebody that much dosage of a Seroquel, when you give somebody that much dosage, that's lethal, baby. Because Mimi Lucky, don't never do that to nobody that you love. Because if somebody gives somebody a lethal dose of Seroquel, that means that they want them to die in their sleep, and they want to make it look like an accident. They literally will try to kill you. If they give somebody lithium, like a lethal dose can cause kidney damage. They can damage their kidneys where they need dialysis. They could cause them to get diabetes. They could damage their body, and if they get dialysis, they're going to end up dying because their kidneys going to fail. So if they give you like kidney damage from a lethal dose of lithium, they're going to kill you. Okay, they're going to kill you. Okay, they literally gonna kill you. If they give you shock treatments, they could cause seizures, they could cause death. Never say that you're gonna give somebody some help, because ain't no help in no mental hospital. Ain't no mercy, ain't no love, it's only death. When they look at that person that you send to that mental hospital, they gonna look at them like a worm in a dirt, where they just step on them and crush them and kill them. They're going to kill your family and your friends. And if you send them to jail, they could get killed. They could get choked to death by another inmate. I got sent to a facility, and literally I had to fight for my life. I was being murdered. The motherfucker was trying to kill me. I was being murdered. Okay. Literally, they were giving me lethal doses of stuff. And this was caused by this bitch that I was living with. They were giving me lethal. I was in and out of the emergency ward. I was getting my kidneys were being damaged. I was pleading with them. I was pleading. I was pleading. I was begging for my life. I was literally begging for my life. I was begging for my life. I'm not afraid to tell you that. One day I'll probably regret it, but I'm not afraid to tell you that I was being murdered. I was being murdered by this person because she was doing it on purpose. I would get out. I would tell her, look, you murdering me. You trying to kill me. You trying to kill. They're killing me in those places. When you call the police on me, you killing me. You literally trying to kill me. Please don't ever call on me no more. If I go to the store, please don't call. I was begging for my life. I was begging her for my life. I was begging for my life. This ain't no joke. This is real life. Real life. If somebody is around you and if somebody ever calls on you to get locked up, you best believe don't never, once you turn your back from them, they're not your friend no more. That's going to be your enemy. The minute somebody called 911 on you, always remember that you're my enemy now. You're my enemy. You might be related to me, but you're my enemy now. You're my enemy, and I'll never forget that. So I got people that was fucking with me. They're my enemy. And the woman that I'm talking about is my enemy. And she knows that. She's not a friend, because I was being, this person has been trying to kill me for years. She has been trying to kill me literally for years. And it ain't been working because it's hard to kill somebody. But the way that she trying to kill me is by calling the cops on me. Because look, the cops can kill you. If somebody, let me tell you something. If somebody calls the cops and they say something, and I'm not going to tell you some buzzwords, and I didn't see people die like this. I didn't witness it with my own eyes. This bitch don't know the code words that somebody say when they call 911. And when the cops approach the person, they pull out a gun and blow their brains out. So if somebody calling on you, they trying to kill you. Trust me. Trust me, they are. Somebody say, I'm going to get you some help. That means they trying to kill you. Look, ain't no love in no facility. Don't you never do that to nobody that you love, because ain't no love. If you sincere and you really sincerely love somebody, if you sincerely, even if they're trying to commit suicide, don't ever call on them. If somebody trying to commit suicide, what you do is you take care of them. I ain't trying to commit suicide, bitch. I ain't trying to commit suicide. Okay, here's what you do. If somebody ever says to you, hey, let's say, for example, it's legit, right? If somebody ever tries to commit suicide, don't ever call the police. What you do is you take them inside of a room and you let them go to sleep. If they gonna kill themselves, let them do it. But seriously, I ain't joking. If I ever saw somebody trying to kill themselves, I ain't stepping in. Because if they gonna kill themselves, I'm gonna let them do it. If they gotta go, they gotta go. But I'm not gonna take them to no facility or call on them for somebody to murder them. I ain't gonna do that. Because you thinking that you gonna stop somebody from committing suicide, but bitch, when they get there, somebody is going to kill them. Trust me. People don't know this, but doctors are hateful. This is what I'm complaining about. Doctors are hateful. Doctors, when you go to a hospital, when I ride past a hospital, I get this creepy ass feeling. I get a creepy, horrible ass feeling. Because they ain't doing nothing but killing people up in there. I promise you that. They killing people up in there. That's for somebody to murder you. If somebody gets up in there, okay, if you lock somebody up and they already saying that they're going to kill themselves, I promise you, if you love somebody, genuinely love somebody, and they genuinely saying that they suicidal, if somebody is saying that, put them in a room, take care of them, give them some orange juice, give them some chicken soup, sit in the bed with them, hold them. Sit in the bed with them and hold them and monitor them and hug them and console them. You be the one to hold them and stay. If you genuinely concerned that if you turn your back, they might, if they got a gun, obviously you ain't going to leave no gun around nobody suicidal. But you know what you going to do, you going to sleep in the bed with them and you going to be in there and you going to monitor them and you going to give them some soup. Just keep them on soup and liquids. Don't give them no food. Just give them some soup and some liquids, and you sit there and you be in that room and you be monitoring them. And now, if they getting violent or something, and you can't control them, then obviously that's another thing. Where if they trying to kill you, then you gonna have to get the motherfucker out the house. But if you genuinely you go to the hotel. If you ain't got no hotel, then that's a different story. Then that's something that you need to work out with. Okay, but if they out of their mind, and they violent, then obviously then you have to do something, and you might have to call somebody. But even that, I still wouldn't. I would basically leave. I would leave because I ain't calling no police. Fuck that. I ain't getting no police involved. Fuck that. Ain't no police coming in my life. Cause if it's that serious where somebody getting violent, I'ma leave. But I ain't get even if I got to be homeless, I'm leaving. Cause I'm not gonna be with you. Okay. If it's like that, but I ain't getting no police involved because it ain't none of their motherfucking business. And honestly, I don't want shit to do with them. Never, never, never again in life. But what I'm trying to tell you, okay, so anyway, let's say for example somebody got those issues. If you love them, that's what you would do. You gonna keep the house quiet, keep the house cool, keep the air conditioners on. If it's cold, put the heat on for them, give them some comforters, and chill. But if you calling police on them to get them locked up, then bitch, then that means that you the enemy then. Cause if you the enemy, then that's the problem. Okay, if you the enemy, then you actually don't love that person. Because what's gonna happen? They're gonna get into a facility. They're gonna get murdered. Okay, so what they're gonna do? They're gonna do a slow kill on the person. They're gonna kill them softly. But first, they're going to build their insurance for as much as they can. They're going to take them to court, tell lies on them, lock them up for as long as they can, and then they're going to do the slow kill process. They're going to start them on some lithium to damage their kidneys so that they have kidney failure or liver damage. They're going to give them lithium, load them up on, give them mega high doses. They're going to give them psychotropic cocktails to kill them. They're going to fuck them up with all kinds of stuff. Respidol going to blow them up and bloat them and destroy their minds. Make them slow, make them lethargic, make them not be able to move. If they inject them with Invega, that's going to give them muscle stiffness and damage, bloating. I mean, they just going to be in there damaging and killing them and killing them and killing them and trying to kill them and just tried to kill. Okay, I done seen people die in there. I done seen people, overdose and sleep and fall asleep and never wake back up. I done seen people get shock treatments and they end up having seizures and falling down. Basically, it's a kill house. It's a murder zone. If I done seen people have to fight over TVs, I done seen people get into fist fights just over food. Those are horror houses. Okay, those are horror houses, and if somebody is doing something like that to you, you better run. And I mean that, you better run. I had enough of it one night on November 28th. I got so scared of that bitch that I had to I went to the Motel 6. Me and my daughter escaped from that house and went to the Motel 6. And then we went to a studio apartment. And that person to this day, I will never trust her again. I will never trust her again. She's not my friend. She got my daughter because she does have a stable address. But as far as inviting her to my home, she don't know where I live. She don't have my address. She will never get my address. She will never come to visit me. I don't ever want her around me ever again. Unfortunately, I have to deal with her because she does have my daughter. And the reason why she has my daughter is because she actually does own her home. And I wanted her to stay with that person because I've known that person since I've been born. But she owns a home and my brother owns a home. I don't own a home. I'm renting. So obviously she's more stable than me. And my daughter is being, medically examined once a week. Photos are being taken of her. I asked that, the CPS, if she does have custody, she does have to, my daughter is examined weekly and a photo is taken weekly of her. The house is examined weekly. And, I actually asked for that from the courts. I asked that the courts examine my daughter. And you might say, well, if this person is that bad, why do you trust her with your child? The reason why is because she's being investigated by the CPS. She herself is being investigated. We both are being investigated. She's the one that started it. So now she got to finish it. So if she wanted the CPS involved, well, now the CPS is literally involved in her life. The CPS is at her house on a weekly basis. She loves the law enforcement so fucking much. Now she got to entertain law enforcement every fucking week. I just talked to my lawyer, Miss G, and I actually have court on May 11th. I actually have to go into a plea agreement And I actually got court on May 11th for with the prosecutors for all this stuff that's going on. I'm not being sentenced or anything. It's just about custody, and I actually got court. So I talked to my lawyer. She did send across a good custody. I had to, it's like custody shit. It's just some little legal shit. It ain't no big deal. I just have to get the document signed by the judge on May 11th. So I got court at 8:30. And then, this bitch done, I'm serious. I actually said, you know what? I want to close this case because I'm not gonna bring all that bullshit to this house. I just can't deal with it no more. So, this person actually stole my child from me when she was 2 years old. Ashlyn was stole from me. The bitch called the cops and had me locked up for 2 months. And when she did that, she actually took my child to another state. And then she brought my child back 10 months later. And then I've been fighting this person for 4 years over the custody of my child. She, for some reason, she wants custody of my child, and I just finally had enough. And I said, you know what? Because I was actually awarded custody. um I want see I'm supposed to be getting the custody back, right? But what happened was, I have to do all this stuff. Like, I have to keep going to counseling and shit like that, just so that they could find out what's going on with me. But I actually don't want to do all that. Thank you, Abigail. You says that I look gorgeous and seem happy. Yeah, I am. But what happened was is that I don't want to deal with it. I've reached a point in my life where right now I just said, you know what? See, because I could have my child. What they want to do, they want to come into this house and see my daughter's bedroom and just examine it. But I actually don't want them coming here. I actually don't want them coming here. I actually do not want no CPS coming here. I don't. That's the reason why I don't want Ash coming here right now. I've come to this conclusion. I don't want no strangers up in my house right now. I don't want no strangers up in my house right now. I honestly do not. No, you know what, Miss G? Here's what I want. I don't want no strangers up. I told Miss G, I said, Miss G, right now, I don't want no strangers up in my house. Here's the reason why Ash can't come here right now. Ash can't come here because I ain't having no CPS up in my brand new house. It ain't brand new. It's an old house, but it's just the vibe. Like, so Miss G said you can have Ash back now that you got a place, but they gotta come and just look at the bedroom. Just that thought. Hell no. Hell fuck no. Hell fuck no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no, no, no. Hell, you know how that song goes. Hell to the no, no, no. 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 Hell to the no, no, no to the CPS house visit. Bitch, it's so fucking stressful. It's just, I want to vomit. I want to piss and shit. Just thinking about a CPS worker walking up in this house. I can't take it. Oh! I can't scream. Hell to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, no, no. See, the reason why Ash can't come here, because I ain't about to deal with no CPS house visit. I do not want a CPS house visit. How can I say this? The reason why Ash can't come here right now is because the CPS house visit, they got to examine once a week. I can't take it. I can't deal with no strangers. I don't want to deal with it. I just can't right now. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't. I wish I was stronger. But when I started looking over the paperwork and they said they just got to come in and do a house visit and they got to be in here every week for 6 months investigation, I'm sorry. The reason why I cry is because I wish I could deal with it, but I can't. I can't right now. I just can't. I just can't right now. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I thought about it for 2 days. Before I called Miss G back, I said, yeah, the home visits, I can't do it. I can't go through a 6 months investigation. I just can't do it. I wish I could be stronger. But I told her, I said, you know what? And this is how much is painful to me. I said, as much as it's painful, as much as it's hard to admit it, I wish I could. But honestly, and I'm crying right now because I wish I was stronger to deal with it. But the problem is that I'm emotionally sensitive right now. Let me be strong. Okay, the problem with that is that I have to admit, and you have to admit, when you can't do it, you can't do it. I have to admit it. I'm emotionally not able to do this. Emotionally, I'm just not able to do it. Let me just continue. Okay. So because I'm trying to express to you about my emotional state. If you ain't never been, but let me be stronger. Okay, for you. I got to be stronger for you. Okay, for the story. My emotional state is not in condition for a 6 months investigation. Okay. I just got into my house and I want to feel happy and comfortable here. And when you got strangers that's examining you and you got a house visit from a CPS coming in, Ash is safe, but I got to be strong. Okay. And right now, I told Ms. G, I got to get settled because it's way too soon for me to go through a 6 months investigation and have people coming into my home right now. I can't do it right now, Miss G. I'm gonna have to close the case until. But she said, what you can do, we will close the case and she will be with that person, Miss whatever. Fuck, I'm not gonna say her name. She will be with that person until further notice. When you get settled and when you feel like you're emotionally able to handle this, you can contact me. We will reopen the case, and then we have to do the 6 months home visitation investigation. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But right now, see, my focus is on like getting myself together. I don't have my internet on. I don't. Yeah, I have to be patient and keep calm. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Abigail. She told me just be patient and keep calm. Okay, see, my goal is like this. I could get Ash back after I hurry up and rush and set the house up. And like seriously, I could get her right back. And which was happy. I was thrilled and I was happy. So my initial goal is that I was going to rush into the house. I was going to hurry up and set the room up and then hurry up after May 11th when the dependency case would go through the courts. They were going to start doing the visitation and the investigation would start about the house. But then when I got into the house and the energy level was all calm and peaceful, I'm like, I can't. I started thinking about it. I'm like, I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want to be dealing with no hardships and having a stranger come in here and start bothering me and investigating me. And I just said, I'm just gonna have to call Miss G. And so what she did was she did a counter offer to the CPS and the judge. She did a counter offer that they would agree to close the case until further notice for the dependency investigation. So I just said close the case, and she said okay, we'll send a counter offer and to the CPS and see if they'll agree to this. I don't know if they'll agree to it, but we will try. Okay, so she sent a counter offer to me. She emailed me, and I was like, okay, cool. Just give me some time. Just give me some time. Because I honestly, like, what I want to do, I want to relax for a while. I don't want no surprises with no CPS. I honestly don't like strangers barging into my life, asking me questions. I don't want no sheriff's office coming here serving me court documents. I don't want to be bothered with no police. I don't want to be bothered with no courts. I don't want to be bothered with no. They said that they could do random drug testing on me. I ain't trying to be bothered, bitch. I'm just trying to be by myself for a little while. The person that started this shit, she got the CPS at her house once and twice a week. She being investigated. She being investigated. She got the investigators at her house. She seems to like it, honestly. She be like, oh, she to be talking like they're good friends. Oh, Abby's coming over to the house, and thank you, Abigail. Yeah, it's a smart decision. I gotta make sure I'm stable. Cause I just got into this house. I ain't trying to have nobody coming up in here. Fuck that. I want to rest and relax and get myself together. I want to lose some weight. I want to bleach my skin back up. Because when I was in those facilities, in and out those facilities, when you got outdoor time, I'd be playing basketball and shit. So I would be having long sleeves on, but I was playing basketball all the time. I would be throwing the basketball. They got some miniature basketball. So I was playing basketball all the time. And my hands got dark because I was playing basketball. Like anytime I would have outdoor time, I would be playing basketball. So what happened was my skin, my hands, because it was just my hands and my face was exposed. I didn't have no sun block on, and then sometimes I would be wearing tank tops and I'd be outside playing basketball at the facility. So I was always, you know, playing with the ball and shit. So it was just not the big hoop. It's a miniature basketball that you play with the miniature hoops and shit. So I would be out there playing sports and shit. So because I had got locked up, bitch. What happened was, because I had got locked up for some bullshit, because it was fights and shit, and I've been fighting. I've been, I've been getting into it with people. I've been, fighting with that bitch. I've been, you know, I could look back. I've been, they've been trying to murder me up in those facilities. I was almost given a lethal dose of a sleeping pill called Seroquel to knock my ass out. I was begging them to please lower the dosage, 800 milligrams of Seroquel. I said, you trying to kill me. I told the motherfucker right up to his face. I said, you giving me lethal doses. That's lethal. I said, you will kill me. All it takes, because 200 milligrams will make you sleep for 8 hours. Somebody giving you 800 milligrams is trying to make you sleep for 15, 16 hours. They trying to make you stay in the bed. If they giving you that much, that's gonna kill you. That will kill you. You might not wake up. So all you need is 200. Trust me, 200, 200. You gonna be sleep like that, and it's gonna be like you dead. Rest in peace, bitch. You gonna be sleep, and it's gonna be a deep, deep, deep sleep where you don't dream. I don't have nightmares, but you don't dream, you don't think, you just sleep. You just, boom, you dead. Okay, so if somebody give you 800, bitch, if somebody give you 800 or 1,000, that's death. Because trust me, 200 milligrams is more than enough. That's more than enough. That's hard sleep right there. 200. So if somebody giving you 800 to 1,000, they gonna kill you. You gonna die in your sleep. Trust me. Trust me. I was surprised I was waking up. I was literally hoping when they would, because if you don't take it, then you can't get out the facility. So if you take it, you can get out the facility. Okay. Yeah, so I took the shit because I got to get out the facility. Please let me go home. Please let me go home. Begging, 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 pleading for mercy, pleading for my life. I've been fighting for my fucking life for years. Somebody always trying to kill me. And it's always been that bitch's fault. It's always been that bitch's fault. It's always been the bitch's fault. So let me tell you something. I love life. I love living. I love life. Even though I didn't had a hard life, when I look back on it, I can laugh and giggle about certain situations and certain things. I didn't had a hard fucking life, bitch. I didn't lived hard. But I love life and I love living, and I'm going to fight for my life because I'm fighting to live. I've been fighting for my life for years. I've been fighting to live, literally live. Because but let me tell you something. I done moved from that person. The person don't know my motherfucking address, and she'll never get it. I don't put no utilities in my name. I haven't put utilities in my name for years. And I be checking all that white pages shit, all that people search, look, seek, and all that. I be checking to make sure my address ain't posted, because I don't put no motherfucking utilities. I don't have mail coming to my address, because, if you put utilities in your name, they post it on the internet. But I ain't put no motherfucking, ain't no lights in my name. The lights are in my bit and not Lion Plus. It's a different company I set up. It's something that I use to hide information. So I put everything in a company name. Ain't nothing. My internet is in a company name. I don't got nothing posted with my name on it. I'm talking about this address right here. Ain't shit posted. And I'm gonna be checking like every week. I'm gonna check the internet, make sure ain't my name posted nowhere in case it accidentally gets out. Ain't no mail with my name coming to this motherfucking address, because I ain't trying to let that bitch find out where I'm at. Okay, so if she don't know where I'm at, then how the fuck she gonna call? And that's also ain't no relatives coming to this house. No offense to my relatives, but ain't nobody coming to this house. I don't want no CPS here. I ain't want no sheriff's office here. I just want to be by myself and then when I get my cats, I'm gonna be with me and my cats, and ain't nobody coming here. It's us off to the country. I'm off the highway and shit, but there's plenty of highways, and bitch, you ain't gonna find me. I done hid somewhere. Okay, I'm hiding somewhere, bitch, because honestly, I'm tired of fighting for my life. I've been fighting for my life for too fucking long, and I just need a break. So I ain't trying to go nowhere. I'm gonna just be in here recording videos, watching TV, setting up my house, just talking this shit with y'all. I've been just, I'm gonna be vegan for a while. But I got a taste for some Popeyes though. You know, I'm gonna just be taking care of my health. I'm gonna be outside with some little weight equipment. I'm gonna be exercising. I'm gonna be watching these little. I would like these Brazilian dance videos that I found. The man's name is Lul Suati. He be putting like drag shows. So I just he literally posts drag shows like daily. So I just be sitting there watching daily drag shows, and he'd be like 4 or 5 at a time. I just be addicted to drag shows. So I'll be watching drag shows just off and on all day. Some little African documentaries. I'll be liking to see what's going on in the Congo and the fucking and different parts of Africa and shit. I honestly be watching African documentaries and shit. I be seeing what those niggas doing over there in Africa. It'd be some interesting motherfucking shit. It'd be some interesting shit over there in the Congo, Monrovia, fucking uh okay, relax and enjoy peace. Okay, thank you, Abigail. She's just telling me to relax and be good to myself. Okay, thank you, Abigail. Yeah, I be watching that shit. That should be Jojo. Yeah, that my direct uploads. Yeah, I used to walk and do direct uploads in my old neighborhood. I miss that old neighborhood. I miss it so much. But when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. It's just time to move on. Sometimes you got to. Sometimes, and that was what I'm talking about. What I be talking about is the reason why I left that place. That's the reason I had to leave. I had to leave. Honestly, it was a happy home. It was a happy home. I had all that stuff, all that shit going on off and on for years. But I it got to the point where I just said, it got to the point where I said, you know what? I can't take that shit no more. I gotta move on. I gotta get this motherfucking person, and I gotta move on. I can't be with her no more. I'm not gonna be traveling with her no more. I gotta deal with her because my daughter is with her. But other than that, I'm not fucking with her. I'll never live with her no more. I moved on, and honestly, the reason why Ash got to be over there is because I gotta take care of my health. I gotta get my emotional state because I was so fragile for a while. Like every little thing that would happen, I would start crying. I was crying a lot. I was always every little thing that would happen, I would just start crying. I would start crying, and I would just start crying and over everything. I mean, the cereal box dropped one day. I just bust out crying. Cereal spilled on the floor. I'm crying, literally crying over the cereal, but it's like crying over spilled milk. I was just start busting out crying. I would stump my toe. I would start crying. So, I think about my cats, getting my new cats, and I start crying. And I'm like, my emotional state, I'm too emotional. And honestly, that's what I told Miss G, the lawyer. I said, I'm too emotional right now. Every little thing that's happening, I'm crying. So I can't, I'm not in any predicament for no long-winded 6 months investigation. Sometimes it might hurt you to be honest with yourself, but you got to be honest with yourself. If something is going to be difficult, you got to be honest with yourself, because if somebody is going to come over and investigate you, you got to be at your strongest ability. Your mind got to be strong. Your emotions got to be strong. You got to be as strong as fuck. Because they going to come in strong as fuck. If you being investigated, you can't be no weak motherfucker just crying over the littlest shit. Because when they start doing, because they be coming in with a pen and a pad, a questionnaire, and a camera. It's a real investigation. They be coming in strong. They be having on their little shirt. They be suited up and shit. And if you the weak one, okay, because this it's you against them. That's your opponent. That's your enemy. You got to be strong. And if you the weak one and they the strong one, then they gonna crush you. Okay, I'm the weak one right now because I'm the one that's crying and shit. So I'm the weak one right now. I done just went through battle robe. That's what I call it, battle robe. I done just went through a battle. I done just fought for my life. I done just been beat the fuck up in those facilities. I done been fighting. I done been, I've been cussing over on the phones. I done been investigated. I done been kicked out of my apartment over a squabble, over what my daughter was doing. She was making noise disturbances. She was doing shit. She was playing on the porch. I got thrown out because she was running and making noise disturbances. When you in a weak hotel where it's homeless people and shit, and there's people trying to sleep, and you got a screaming baby, believe me, you gonna get thrown out. So it was just a recipe for disaster. But I was in disaster boom. I was like in battle robe. I was like, going through something. I was in transit. I was a transient. I was homeless. I was fighting the bitch that I was living with. I lost my house. I mean, that I was at for a long time. It was, and yeah, it was noise complaints on a toddler. Yes, it was it was called a noise disturbance. But when you signed the paperwork, it was a beautiful little studio apartment. We had a little kitchenette set. We were on the lake, right on Alligator Lake. We were right literally on the lake. It was beautiful. It had beautiful tiling, but it was a homeless hotel. It was for transients. When I signed it said for noise disturbances, you could be removed. Noise disturbances are an issue, if you're making noise disturbances and shit. Okay, so it was noise disturbing complaints on me and shit like that. Then my daughter asked to go out and play on the porch, and then we got thrown out. Then I ended up in a roach motel with rats and roaches and shit down the street. Then they put me on disaster boom numbers. The bitch charged me $1,000 for a rat and roach infested little apartment. I was so motherfucking mad. I got out of there in 30 days, bitch. That's where I'm just coming from. I'm relocating. Ain't no rats and roaches up in this raggedy motherfucker, but ain't shit working. The washing machine don't work. Refrigerator don't work, but I'm home now. I'm home. I'm home than a motherfucker. And I'm feeling good in this motherfucking house. Ain't no rats, no roaches. Ain't no mice. It's big than a motherfucker. It's massively huge. I'm on some land. Got plenty of land for backyard parties and shit. Got plenty of room in here. Is massively huge, massive 2 bedrooms, 2 bath. I'm setting it up for my cats because Ash ain't coming here. The other bedroom is gonna be a cat room. Okay, and then the front room is massively huge. Ash can have that if she does come here. She can have that massively huge full living room. That I could make that into another room. It's like having 3 bedrooms because it got another section. It got a little island where you cook and shit. Let me see if you can kind of see. It's big. It's this is a double wide. Um, got a nice backyard. Got a nice side yard. Got a barbecue grill. It's a grilling area. Somebody took the barbecue grill, but you got the charcoal and shit out there. I'm gonna be barbecuing off to myself, sitting out there smoking cigars and shit. Also, I'm right on off the highway going out of Florida, and I got my doors open. I got 2 doors, a front door and a side door. The front door is facing this highway. Yeah, it's facing this highway, and I'm actually gonna take my camera out tonight, and I'm gonna get some pictures of some semi trucks. My brother, I'm so proud of him. He drives a semi truck. He was driving for Family Dollar. He'd be driving for Walmart. He'd be driving for Hungry Howie's. I'm actually gonna take some pictures of some. No, I can't walk to the store here. The store is too far from me. I can't walk to the store here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start taking some nighttime photography of the traffic, but I'm gonna only be taking pictures of the semi trucks because they be coming here blazing. They have all kinds of designs. They be having like food stores. All these semi trucks, the nighttime traffic in front of the house on the highway is beautiful. The lights be shining on those trucks. Then some of them be all blazed up with different colors. I'm gonna just go out there with my camera. I got my camera right here. I'm gonna start doing some pictured nighttime view of the traffic semi trucks. It's gonna be beautiful because it's all these lights, and then when the traffic is flowing on the highway, I'm just looking at it right here. I'm gonna show you how it look because I got my door open and my because I got a screen door and it's like a metal door, and I just like the traffic. It's so beautiful at night. The traffic is beautiful. It's beautiful out there. So what I'm saying, I don't want no strangers coming here and fucking my vibe up. I don't want no investigators coming here fucking my vibe up. I'm trying to just be peaceful for a while. I just need some peace and quiet for a while. I need to heal up. So I ain't trying to go to the gambling spot. The gambling spots ain't no gambling spots in this neighborhood. It ain't shit. The gambling spot, it ain't no gambling spots. It ain't no in this neighborhood, not walking distance. I don't have a car. So it ain't no gambling spots. Ain't shit around. So ain't nothing to do. It's literally like I'm stuck out here. I don't have a car, so I'm stuck out here. So I'm just like, you like the sound of traffic, Abigail? Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm stuck out here in the country, so I'm what I'm gonna do. I'm focusing on myself. I'm gonna focus on healing. I need to get stronger emotionally before I end up getting ash back. I need to get stronger emotionally. I need to get where I'm not crying off of every little fucking thing that happens. I need to get where, if somebody asks me a question that's upsetting, I'm not gonna bust out crying. I'm not gonna, I don't want to be on the weak end of the war. I don't want to be the weak one. So, what I want to do is I want to get myself emotionally strong. I do food Uber. Yeah, I do food Uber. Yeah, I get my food Ubered here. So when I order a pizza or something, and I don't like to watch people eat all the time. It be looking nasty when they be smacking and sucking their fingers and shit. I do like to watch them every now and then. The boy that I do watch, and I don't watch no Nita Unrated Eats. I don't watch that. And then when I be watching Trisha Paytas, it's only so much I can take of that. So I don't be showing nobody what I eat. When I be eating, I don't be showing nobody because it's kind of gross. But what I wanted to say is that uh, I want to get myself together. Okay, I need to heal. Okay, seriously, you got to know when to hold them or fold them. Like the saying goes, you got to know when to hold them or fold them. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Okay, thank you, Lee. He or she said that I'm doing great and I deserve happiness. When you done fought a hard long battle, you need to rest. You gotta take some time to rest. And honestly, what I wanted to say is that it was hard as fuck. It was hard as fuck to admit to Miss G, the lawyer, that I wasn't up for the battle. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard that I wasn't. I'm just not up for the battle. I just can't do it. Okay, I just can't do it. Um, yeah, I gotta be happy for a minute, and I gotta settle down. Okay, so I had to tell Miss G, and it was sad. But it took me 2 days of thinking. Took me 2 days of thinking what should I do to proceed. It wasn't like a snap decision. It was a decision that I took. It took a couple of days for me to make. It wasn't an easy decision. It was hard. It was hard, but I had to admit to myself that I'm having emotional problems. I'm not having mental problems. I don't think mental and emotional are the same thing. But am I having emotional problems? Hell yeah, I am. I have to admit that to myself. I'm having emotional problems. I'm just, not strong right now. I'm not able to deal with the investigation. I'm sorry, Miss G, but I gotta tell you the truth. I can't deal with a 6 months investigation right now. It's just not something that I'm able to emotionally go through. I can't put myself emotionally through a 6 months investigation. It sucked to admit that, but I said to myself, I could hurry up and get everything prepared after May 11th for the investigation to start. But I just honestly don't trust CPS and sheriff's office and lawyers. Honestly, the lawyers are always on your side. If you got a lawyer, the lawyer is on your side. Okay. Um, Thank you, Abigail. She just said some positive thoughts to me that I'm going to keep to myself. And nothing bad, but it's just some positive thoughts. Okay. So thank you, Abigail. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to admit, don't do nothing that you can't handle and that you're going to fail at. If you feel like you're going to fail, just don't even do it because you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your child. Okay, so if you ain't going to be able to handle it, you don't want to take on a fight that you going to lose. Okay, I could fight and I could lose. But I ain't trying to lose, bitch. I'm trying to win. What the fuck? What the fuck I'm gonna get into a fight for when I might lose the fight? Bitch, I'm trying to come at you strong. What I'm gonna do is rest, bitch, because I've been fighting for too long and I'm tired right now. Okay, so bitch, before I fight you, I'm gonna rest for a little bit and then I'm gonna get up and fight you. Cause right now I done got a knockout punch, but bitch, I done just got back up. But bitch, I just came up, right? I got a double wide instead of a single wide. I'm on my own property, bitch. That I'm renting. I got plenty of property, more property than I had before. I got a bigger house than I had before. I got a nicer house than I had before. Cause bitch, I done just came up. But bitch, I want to rest now. Okay, I've been fighting, but bitch, I done came back up. I done got back up. I done got back up, bitch. I done got back up. Okay, I done fought for my life and I won. I won a new life. I'm gonna got back up, bitch, but I want to heal up, bitch. Give me a moment to rest, and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna fight you. Okay, but right now I gotta rest, bitch. Let me get up first. Let me get up, let me get up and get strong, bitch. Let me get up and get strong, cause I need to get strong to fight you. Cause I need to be mentally strong, cause you coming at me mentally strong, and bitch, I got to fight you now. And I got to win, bitch, because I ain't trying to fight you and lose. I ain't trying to fight you and lose, bitch. I want to win the fight, bitch. Okay? So I got to be strong to fight you, right? Okay, because you didn't try to kill me, right? Okay, somebody didn't try to kill me too many times. So now I'm bitch, I'm back up. Okay, so now I'm okay. Let me sleep for a little while. Let me get beautiful for a little while. Let me repair myself for a little while. Let me heal myself up. Let me get my house together, bitch, and then I'll fight you. But right now, bitch, I'm not in a position to fight you when my house not even completed. Where's Ashlyn's bed? Oh, I don't have it right now. What if they come in and they Oh, thank you, Abigail. She says she's proud of me. Okay, so what if they come in after May 11th and something done fucked up with my money because I had a water leak up under my sink that's probably gonna cost me $500 extra, and then I don't have money for Ashlyn's bed and shit. Okay, so what if they surprise visit because they be doing surprise visits on you because they do that, and then they say, "Where's Ashlyn's bed?" Because I don't have her bed right now. I'm getting my bed first. Okay, so she's somewhere else. What if they surprise visit me and they say, "Oh, where's her towels?" I don't have that, right? Okay, so I ain't trying to. Okay, so what? So what if they do a surprise visit and they say, "Where's her bed and where's her towels and where's her computers?" I got her computer back there, but it's not set up. Okay. Where's her bed? Is that her brother's house? I mean, is that her uncle's house? Cause he bought her a brand new bed, but is that his house? Okay. I gotta go pick it up. Okay, so where? Okay, so where is the refrigerator? Oh, it's gonna be delivered. What if they don't deliver it on time? See, I ain't in no position for no surprise visits and all that fuck up. And then you don't have the bed, so they write that down. Oh, so what if they ask me something else and I'm not prepared, and then they say, "Oh, I want all my shit together." I ain't doing no investigation until this house is complete, bitch. The internet got to be on. Ain't no flaws, ain't no fuck ups. The room, I'm gonna make the room kind of like Ash's room and the cat's room, just in case. But actually, no. Here's what I'm gonna do. See, I'm trying to think because I got all that space in the living room, and it ain't no TV in the living room because I ain't gonna be having no friends over or no family. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make Ash's room out of the living room space because it's an extra space in the living room, like kind of off to the side. So I'm gonna because this is that much room in the living room. So I'm gonna make Ash's room out of the living room. It'll be a bed in there and a TV and all of that. And then I'm gonna make the cat's room the room with the bathroom because they're gonna be potty trained. So I'm gonna have the room for the cats, the nice room with the bathroom, and then I'm gonna make the extra room out of Ash's room, like a spare just in case. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you gotta just prepare for everything. So to answer your question, the reason why I moved away is because of the bitch that I was living with. I can't live with her no more. I will never live with her again. I don't want her to know where I live. I will not give her my address. I don't want her around. I don't want to. I will talk to her based off of Ashland. I will fuck with her until I get Ashlyn back. Once I get Ashlyn back, I don't never want to have shit to do with her. I don't want her. I don't want to go to her house. I don't want her coming to my house. I just want to, slowly and gradually, just get her out my life for good. Till I just don't never talk to her no more. I don't want her in my life. I'm done with that part of my life. I want to gradually work my way out of talking to her. Once I get Ashlyn back, she's history. I don't want shit to do with her no more. I'm done. I'm done. Sometimes you gotta do that, but life is crazy and life is strange and life got strange twists and turns. And never say never though. So, she is family. So, maybe 10 years might go by and some twist or of fate might happen and then we get back together. So I'm never going to write her off. I'll never say I guess I did. Hold on. Let me correct myself. I did say that I never, but that's what I want. Now, what might happen might be different. What I want is that I don't want to talk to her no more. What I want, I mean, I do have to talk to her because of Ashton, but what I'm talking about after the Ashton situation. What I want is that I want to work myself um, to the point where I could leave her completely out of my life. Okay. But life is unpredictable. And what I want and what might happen is two different things. Because some strange shit might happen, and she might be the one to save my life one day. Okay, some strange shit might happen, and even though I don't want her in my life, I might need her in my life for an emergency. I mean, you never know. You never know. Because, the one that you hate might be the one that help you. So you can't always say goodbye. I want to say goodbye. Trust me, I want to say goodbye. And I've been trying, bitch. And the last person in this world that I thought I would have to deal with again is her. But she actually had to come through to take care of Ashlyn because I was in and out of those studio apartments. And they were not good. They had homeless people in them. They had crackheads in them. They had roaches and rats in them. And it just wasn't good. And she was making noise disturbances. And it wasn't good to have a child in those unhealthy environments. And the person that I was with has a beautiful little FEMA trailer that she owns. And she owns her property, and so obviously is is a beautiful little community. It's a nice little community on the lake. So she had to come through for me. But am I with her? Hell no. It's Ashlyn is with her. I'm not with her. I don't want to be with her. And honestly, life is like that. So to answer your question once again, the reason why is that she was also the one that was stealing my wigs. She was just, going and see, she doesn't love me. Okay, the person that I was with does not love me. Okay, she doesn't love me. She actually hates me. And she actually was stealing my property. She was like going there and just steal my wigs. I had two brand new wigs. She would just go in there and steal them. My remote for my air conditioner came up missing. She would just go in there and destroy my property. She would vandalize my van. She would vandalize my Jeep. She would go out there and bust my tires. She would call the police repeatedly on dumb shit. She was just an awful person to live with. Awful. And honestly, when I was a child, that's a long story too. She would always physically abuse me. She would hit me and beat me up, punch me in the face. She's always been like that. She's always been just a horrible, horrible person to me. She's always been that way. But I've always been the type when I was growing up, I would always overlook that. It was like I just knew her personality and I just accepted her personality for what it was. But then when she got old and she started doing the 9/11 on me, that's when I no. The 9/11, that's not something I can accept. Beat me up, punching me, kicking me, stumping me into the ground when I was a kid, I could deal with that because it was just physical abuse, and it was like the bitch is fucked up. It's just a fucked up part of her. She's physically violent, and it was like I would just shrug my shoulders and just say I'll just roll with it. It's just the bitch is just a fucked up person. She's physically violent, and I would just like shrug my shoulders and say it's just a part of life that I got to deal with, and I would actually just roll with it. It would be hurtful and painful, but it was just um okay. Well, oh, this is just okay. Thank you, Abigail. More positive words from JoJo and Bootsy. Thank you guys. Okay, so it was just like when I was being physically abused by her when I was a child, I mean, she bust my lip. You see the damage there? She would punch me in my eyes. She would choke me. She would beat the fuck out of me. She would stump the fuck out of me. She would hit me with electrical cords. She would hit me with tree branches. When I was growing up, we had glass bottles. She would bust me over the head with a glass bottle. I could just be sitting there watching the TV. She would just bust me over the head with a glass bottle. You remember those glass Coke bottles? If you're from the 80s, she would just bust it, break it, stump me. She would stump me, beat the fuck out of me. When I got older, we started fighting, getting into fist fights and shit. And then it was just like her personality to me was like forgive and forget. And it was like when I was growing up, because I knew her personality was like that. No, I never called the police on her because I always, when I was a little kid, it was like, it was just like a part of life. It was just being beat up was like a part of life. It was just like I would get beat up and then I would go cry and then I would just roll with it. And then Abigail says she feels sick hearing this. Yeah, it was like, okay, I understand her personality. She's a weirdo, and it was just a part of her personality that I just lived with. It was like a normal. It was like a normal for her personality. Like when something becomes normalized for somebody that is in a normalized horrible situation, it was just like a normal part of life. Because ever since I was like 3 years old, I've been physically abused by her. Okay, so it was like the normal part of her personality, and honestly, it just became like a normal. It was just like a normal part of her personality that I just had. I felt like it was just if she was in my life, it was like I would get punched right from out of nowhere, boom, just punched and knocked on the ground. I would get up, go sit away, start crying for a little while. Then 30 minutes later, it would be like the shit didn't happen. Then, then I would get hit in the head. She would just come behind me and just punch me in the head and knock me down. And 30 minutes later, I'd be like, the shit didn't happen. Okay. Then she would just get mad and choke me out, stump me. Then 30 minutes later, the shit be like, we've been back cool again. I mean, it was like the bitch, I just knew it would come. Okay. Cause when I was little, I could take a lot of physical abuse. I wasn't like, it was like, it was just like the normal part of life. Because if you've been beat up since you've been 3 years old, it becomes like the normal part of life. Trust me, because you just know the bitch is violent and stupid, and ain't no reason to call no police on the bitch. I never thought about reporting her to the, I never thought about reporting her to the police because I hated police from the time I was young. I never wanted to see anything happen to her because at that age there was love for her, but it was like a weird form of love where, you know, that's the person that you look at up to as your relative, and you actually have like a weird love for them, like just like a weird love. It's like a love where you just understand. Okay. But you know that they're there for you, but it's just like a weird kind of situation where it's a normalized situation, you know, is not normal, but you just, it's your normal. It's like my, it was my normal is not your normal. Okay, but it was like the normal for the house. Okay. And it was relatives that would be beat up. Shit, she would just beat the fuck out of children that was in the house, and everybody just knew it was like her part of her personality. Okay, wasn't nobody calling no cops on the bitch or anything like that. It was just like, oh, she fucked you up today. Oh yeah, she just hit me and knocked me down. Or really, we didn't even talk about it. I would see somebody else get beat the fuck up, and I would just be like, damn. And sometimes it would be hurting me. Thank you, Abigail. Just some kind words. So you know, it was like my normal. Okay, but and it was like an acceptable normal, because I wasn't physically permanently damaged or anything, but it was an acceptable normal. Okay, I could deal with the normal, but then when I got older, and she would try to fuck with me, and she would start hitting on me. Now then I started fighting back. Then you know, but what I would do when I fight back, I grab her hand, and I grab her hand, I grab her arm. You know, you ain't gonna fuck with me like that. And then, you know, bitch, hold this, that. It, you know, when she attacks me when I got older, I would start fighting back, and I would just be like a defensive fight back. It would be like a defensive fight back. The hand would come, grab the hand. Okay, the other hand would come, grab the other hand. Okay, then when that comes, then fight back like that. That's what you got to do. Like when you do the defensive fight back, if somebody trying to punch you, you grab them. Okay, you stop the punch. Okay, so when the punch comes, grab the motherfucker like that, grab their hand, twist their hand. I would grab it and twist it. Bitch, you're not gonna fuck with me today. Okay, then when the other hand comes, grab that one. Then you fighting like that. So she fighting me like that, pushing me back. Then you fighting that bitch back. And the bitch is old, but the bitch is strong. So it's always like a defensive fight back. Okay, because I ain't gonna just, I'm an old lady now. I ain't gonna just let you come up and hit me no more. Look, I ain't no child. I ain't gonna let you fuck with me like that. So now we gotta fight. Then she'd pick up something. Then you gotta fight that. Then you gotta duck. Then you gotta fight. Like, I can't be doing that shit no more. I gotta get away from the bitch. That fight, all that type of stuff became unacceptable. That's not the new normal. That's unacceptable now. I'm old now. I'm not gonna let you fight me like that. So what she started doing is she started getting the police to try to fight me. Then she started doing those lockups and shit. And then that once she got other people involved, ain't no love for no other people. I ain't got no love for no stranger. Bitch, you were a stranger and you got a badge and a gun and you are a stranger. I don't know your name. I've never met you before. Now it's not acceptable. Now we got problems. Now you're my enemy. Because now you got a stranger involved with a badge and a gun and an unknown name and an unknown face and somebody I don't know. Ain't no love for you. Ain't no love for me. So at that point, when somebody get a stranger involved that you don't know their motives, you don't know who they are, there ain't no love. Ain't no love nowhere. I don't know this motherfucker that you done called on me. I don't know his name. I don't know where he's from. And he is honestly trying to lock me up to have somebody murder me in a facility. So now, bitch, we not cool no more. Now we not cool no more. Now I got to say goodbye to you because no. Now it ain't gonna work. Now we got to part. Now we got to go our own ways. Now we got to say goodbye. Now we ain't no friends. No, we ain't cool. No, we ain't related. No, we ain't shit. No, goodbye. Okay, because now you got strangers on me. So, no. And now they're going to fight me, and now they're going to try to kill me. And no, we ain't cool no more. And no, I don't want you in my life no more. And no, it's not going to work. Once somebody get a stranger on you to try to kill you, basically your life is over with that motherfucker. Trust me on that. Trust me on that, because if somebody call on the cops on you, they trying to destroy your life or get you killed by a stranger. Because if somebody get locked up in jail and you get into a fight with somebody and somebody take you like that and they start choking you out, Somebody can kill you in there. People get killed in jails. They get into a fight and they get killed. Somebody could choke you out. Somebody pull you and choke you out. You done. You fall to the ground. You fucked up. I done seen people get killed like that. I done seen people drop dead, literally off of a fight in a facility. I used to get into this fight with this bitch. And also sometimes when people be in the facility, they be like off on some shit, like violent shit. And let's say, for example, they want the remote. It could be something like that. The bitch would say, "Where the fuck the remote at?" So she would just come up to me, boom, snatch it. Then I would be sitting by the heater. What you doing sitting by the heat? I'm just sitting by the heat. She was just literally just, for some reason, she was just fighting me. A stranger, a big fucking black bitch, a big 6 feet tall black bitch. For no reason, I was so fucking scared of this bitch because she was just literally like, and I'm 5'4". This bitch was 6 feet, and she off on some crazy shit, just wanting to fight me. I don't know you. I haven't done anything to you. Why you want to fight me? Honestly, that's not what you say. You just don't say shit. You would answer them when they talk to you, but if they just fighting you, you can end up getting killed by them. They can kill you. Before somebody can get them off of you, they can kill you. Somebody can easily kill you. Okay? Medical doctors could kill you because they want to kill you. Thank you, M. Just some positive thoughts from M. Yeah. I'm tired of fighting for my life. So anyway, bitch, listen. If somebody started doing that to you, so the bottom line of that is that's over. That's done with. It's over and done with. It's over and done with, and it's finished. So, life moves on. I'm in a new house. Ain't no brand new house. Do you receive any assistance from the state for living? No, I don't get any assistance for living expenses in the state of Florida. You're on your own in the state of Florida. Ain't nobody paying no living expenses for you. So let me tell you guys, I'm actually about to take my makeup off. I'm about to lay in the bed, watch some videos, get up early, get all the service techs out the way, get all the appliances. Hopefully, get all my appliances tomorrow. I've been having fun talking to you guys. I'm about to go outside, get some pictures of some trucks to see how they come out. Have some new little content. Ain't nobody ever. I was thinking of making some like a calendar for my brother, like like pictures of semi trucks, and make a calendar for him as a gift. I might do that for him. I'm thinking of making him a calendar as a Christmas gift or something. So anyway, guys, right now, I'm just, trying to chill out. There's a pink super moon out. Is it? This is Miss okay, thank you, Abigail. Listen, guys, I'm going to get off of here and just lay down, take a bath, and chill, bitch. How much do I weigh? About 180 pounds. A little bit overweight, but it's all good. Okay, so anyway, live fiercely, love viciously, and remember, atheism is unstoppable. Bye, Rainbow. Bye, guys.